Today, I'm going to talk to you about my most simple, easy way to meal plan. Meal planning 101, if you will. So not too long ago, I made a post in the Blind Homemaker Facebook page, and I showed a picture of my grocery haul, and it was for 2 weeks. And I got a lot of questions about how we are able to do that. So I thought I would start with like a meal planning series, how you can come up with meals that you make at home, you can save money, and you can stay out of the store, because really that's the key to saving money, is staying out of the store, and then also having meals in mind so you're prepared throughout the week. So that's what this video is going to be about. Could you just real quick subscribe if you're not already, because I know you're going to want to stay in tune for all of the other parts of this series. So in this series, I'm going to be talking to myself like 20-year-old Taryn, new moms, newlyweds, people who really don't have a lot of history with meal planning, a lot of experience with that. So these are not all going to be made from scratch extravagant meals. This is going to be get food on the table that is relatively nutritious and is not super expensive. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is think about what you're gonna eat. So in this sample meal plan, let's talk about breakfast. I think for breakfast, we'll plan eggs, sausage, toast. We could also do yogurt bowls or smoothies. So those are going to be the main breakfasts that we're gonna be concentrating on for this week. This will only be for 1 week, but I'll teach you later how we can do it for a little bit more time. So those are our breakfasts. For our lunches, let's plan that we are going to have leftovers or like snack trays or snack plates or sandwiches. And that's really usually what we do for the most part, regardless what our meal plan is. That's pretty much our basic like lunches. And then for dinners, this is usually, I think, the biggest thing that people struggle with. So let's go through dinners. Let's say we're getting our groceries on a Monday. I am not going to want to then do a whole lot of cooking. So let's put a rotisserie chicken and let's do mashed potatoes and a vegetable. That's Monday. Tuesday, let's do chili. And then Wednesday, let's do tacos. And then we can do pizza on the next day. So you're just kind of coming up with what those meal plan options are going to be. I don't plan every single day because I know that we're going to have a couple of days that are going to be leftovers. So let's say that those are kind of our main meals. Let's go with one more. Let's do hamburgers. So what I'm going to start doing is go through every meal and think about what we need. So I like to use the grocery delivery, so like Walmart or Instacart or what have you. So I like to have my phone with me and I'm gonna go through meal by meal. So Monday's dinner, we're gonna have rotisserie chicken, mashed potatoes, and let's do green beans. So I need to add a rotisserie chicken. I need to, now, can you make mashed potatoes from scratch? Absolutely, 20-year-old me was not doing that. So we are gonna get instant potatoes and we're gonna get canned green beans. And that's it. We're gonna call it a day for that meal. So I'm going to add those things onto the list. Next day is chili. So for chili, I know that I'm going to need ground beef. I'm going to need bell peppers, diced tomatoes, tomato sauce, beans, and chili seasoning. So I'm just going to add all of that to my cart. Now, let's say in this meal plan, we're gonna have chili, we're gonna have tacos, and we're gonna have spaghetti. All three of these things require ground beef. So what I'm going to do is get a 3-pound roll of ground beef for this meal, so that we are, the more you buy at a time, the cheaper per pound, right? So by having multiple ground beef things, we get to now buy it cheaper per pound. So we're not doing burgers, let's do spaghetti, because that's my pantry meal. Love that. So we're gonna have, the next day is our chili, then we're gonna do tacos. So then I'm gonna make sure that we're gonna have, we've already got the ground beef, let's get refried beans, salsa, sour cream. We're gonna also get shredded lettuce, which we can also use for our sandwiches. Did I say tortillas? We're gonna get tortillas, whatever you like, or taco shells or what have you. So you're gonna gather all the stuff that you need for that meal, and you're just gonna keep going. So now my spaghetti, I'm gonna need noodles, pasta sauce, and I'm already going to have my ground beef. For my veggie that night, I love to have a bag salad, a Caesar bag salad. So let's put that on the list too, a bag salad for that meal. So we're just going meal by meal, adding to our shopping list what we're going to need. So meal by meal, and also you're gonna notice some of these things are going to overlap, like the lettuce. So now we're gonna go to, the pizzas. Here's a hack, I love this. You can get a big pizza crust, or you can get pita breads or naan breads, so everyone can make their own individual pizzas. And also for a side for that, I love a Caesar salad for that too. So we're just thinking about the sides that we're gonna want and the main meal. For the pizzas, we're just gonna do pepperoni. Let's keep it simple, but you can get whatever kind of toppings you want. So again, going through every dinner and adding everything to the list that you're gonna need. Now for our lunches, leftovers, easy peasy, that's already done. But if we're doing snack trays, let's add salami, some sliced cheese, and crackers. Let's also add bread, because if we're gonna do sandwiches, we're gonna need that bread. And the sandwich bread we can also use for our toast, for our breakfast. So we're starting to have some overlap there. Now a good tip is we're going to need bell peppers for our chili. Well, let's also have some sliced bell peppers raw on the side of our lunches for the week. So instead of just getting one bell pepper for our chili, let's get a 3-pack of the green bell pepper, and that is cheaper because you're buying more at once instead of that one single item. And also for our lunches, let's get some fresh fruit on the side too, and a little bit more fresh vegetables. So if it's carrots, cucumber, sugar snap peas, apples, bananas, oranges, pears, just whatever your family likes. And lunches are gonna be pretty much done at that point. Then we're gonna go to breakfast. We're gonna make sure we have eggs. I love the pre-made sausage patties. They're already pre-cooked. Great Value has them. And you could just pop them in the microwave, or you could crisp them up on the stove. Love those. So you're gonna need eggs, your sausage. We already have the bread for the toast because we got it for the sandwiches. And we're gonna add to the list some frozen fruit for our smoothies, some milk, and anything else you want to add to your smoothies. So if that's yogurt, well, we're already gonna be getting yogurt for our yogurt parfaits. So add that on there if you wanna add cottage cheese, if you wanna add protein powder, whatever you want to go in with your smoothies. Then we're also going to make sure that we have yogurt, honey, some berries, because I love berries on a fruit cup, so or on a yogurt parfait. So strawberries, blueberries, and a little bit of granola. And that's really your whole list. And the more you do it, the faster it becomes. You can also kind of think about what you want throughout the week and make a note. This is what I do often, is I will make a note on my phone that will have our breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and as I think of something new, I'll go ahead and add that to my online list. So it's just going. I don't have to constantly think about it. I'm adding to it as I'm thinking about it. Our family, we don't do a whole lot of snacks. We may add like some cheese sticks or some meat sticks, but we mostly just have those 3 main meals a day. And then if we're still hungry, we will do fruits and vegetables. So what I really like about having a note as well in your phone with everything that you've planned out for that week is save those notes, and you will compile these notes over several weeks. You'll have lots of good ideas. So if you're kind of like in a dry spell where you really just don't know what to cook, nothing really sounds good, you could go back to these previous menus and pull from those. You can also save recipes in your notes in your phone. It's a really quick, accessible way to keep track of everything that you're planning out. And these meals are very easy to make. That was something that was really important to me. When you're just starting meal planning, let's not come up with these extravagant meals that are gonna take a lot of time, a lot of effort, and that are gonna be overwhelming. That's not what we're doing. We are going to some tried and true recipes that are easy to make. They're delicious. Everybody is going to like. You don't get a hero bell for having like a very extravagant dinner. Let's just get everybody fed, everybody's tummies full, and that's really it. And going forward, I can teach you how to do like a 2-week meal plan. We can also go into how to build a food storage as well, because a lot of these meals for us are pantry meals. So we always keep spaghetti ready to go as a pantry meal. We keep meat in the freezer, we keep pasta sauce on the shelf, and we keep noodles on the shelf. So that's always something that we can throw together really quickly. So I'm curious, have you ever meal planned before? What are your favorite meals? Let me know if you want me to cook these meals that were in this sample meal plan, just so we have everything all together. And let me know what your favorite breakfasts and lunches are. I'd love to get some more inspiration. And I hope you loved the video. Please like and subscribe and all of the things. And until next time, happy homemaking.